Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. The Concord Open Beta, the free, open to everyone beta all across all platforms, is on its final day, I do believe, and being open since Thursday, well, the numbers aren't looking all that good. I'm going to go over to good old Smash JT, because him and I have been having a little bit of a discussion. Not really it's an actual discussion. Talking about this thing, sort of, a couple of messages. So I don't know how much of a discussion that is. Anyway, it's over on X. And, he had his videos. I got my videos and I had my opinions. Well, we are on the final day. And holy crap, I can't disagree with this title right here. Concord Beta confirms full-blown disaster. There's no other way to put it. There really isn't. You have a free, open beta. Sure, people do this to test their servers to see. And to gauge interest in the game, and oh my goodness, the numbers just don't lie. There weren't any special qualifications. You didn't have to pre-order the game. You didn't have to have PlayStation Plus or Xbox of this and whatever that on PC. You didn't have nothing. It was free. It was open to everyone. And to call these numbers abysmal as an indication of who and how many people are going to play the game is an understatement. Let's go over to Smash JT. Y'all go check out his website. Give this man some clicks. He's doing a good job. Doing some heavy lifting for all of us. Sony's latest attempt to break into the live service multiplayer market, 5 years too late, with Concord has proven to be nothing short of a complete and utter catastrophe. Wait till you see the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Set to release on August 23rd, 2024, unless it's delayed or canceled. Nah, I don't think it's going to be canceled. It's already done. Might as well put it out. I mean, try to recoup some of their losses. Let's see. This hero-based shooter intended to rival heavyweights like Overwatch and Valorant. It ain't even gonna come close to the low. Concord's numbers, their highest numbers, are not going to be able to compete with Overwatch and Valorant's lowest numbers. That is just a educated guess on my part for sure, because I haven't even looked at Overwatch and Valorant's lowest numbers. But I think it's a safe bet. But has failed astronomically to generate any significant interest whatsoever. A lot to do with, has to do with a lot of factors, quite a few factors. With its open beta numbers providing a crystal clear picture of the impending disaster. Again, when the video I made, articles I read talking about it was a closed beta, very restricted, very, it was a restricted beta test. Can't really judge on that. Numbers were about 12,000, 12,000. No. About 1,300, a little over 1,300, I believe. Wait till you see this. The open beta for Concord is a disaster of epic proportions. On its beta launch weekend, the game peaked at 2,363 players on Steam. Now, what you have to keep in mind is it peaked that on Thursday. The recording of this video is on Sunday afternoon. Cruising on a sunny. Anyway, about 12 o'clock, noon on a Sunday. The numbers, this peak is not from a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday where most people are at home, relaxing, enjoying their time, wasting time away before they have to go back to the grind on Monday. No, these numbers are from Thursday, the first day of the open beta. That does not bode well. For context, the closed beta, restricted, there we go, restricted to those who pre-ordered the game as well as those with the PlayStation Plus account, peaked at about a third of that number. I thought they were at 1,300, 1,300. Even in the best case scenario where player numbers might triple over the weekend, which, boy, they did not, we're looking at fewer than 10,000 concurrent players, an embarrassing figure for any game, let alone and one aspiring to compete in the crowded hero shooter genre. Like I've said before, and numerous other people have said it, this game came at least 5 years too late. I previously said, Smash JT previously said, going into this free-to-play beta weekend, it has to hit a bare minimum of 10K concurrent players to have any shot of survival, and well, unfortunately for Sony, it looks like they got the wrong answer with a peak player count of 2,363. This number did not go up. Now, you might be curious on this lovely Sunday afternoon. This was taken 2 hours, this article, Smash's article, is from 23 hours ago. Now, what do you think those numbers are today? 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy. You know what? I'll be fair. Let's go ahead and refresh this. But as of 34 minutes ago, 923 players with a peak 24-hour of 1422 and an all-time peak, as I said, right here. Right here. Thursday, July 18th. I believe 5 p.m. Central, 2363. Now, yes, to be fair, this is only on Steam. So let's go ahead and double that across the board, because this is a cross-platform game, cross-platform play and save, I believe. So maybe half those numbers on PlayStation. There really needs to be somewhere we can check for PlayStation concurrent players and Xbox concurrent players, much like Steam. Why isn't there something like that out there? And if there is, y'all, please let me know in the comment section down below. Be a good dear, and thank you for making it this far. Invisible on PlayStation. Oh, maybe Smash has got something. While we don't have specific numbers for PlayStation, the fact that Concord hasn't appeared on any of the top 10 games list speaks volumes. So we do have a little bit of something. The top 10 people, top 10 list. I'm going to check that out. It barely cracked the top 1,000 most wanted games on Steam because it's nothing new. It's a new skin on an old game, which, to be fair, I commend them for trying something new, a new IP, new characters, new story. But it's such a saturated market, you need a little bit more than that. You need new mechanics. You need something to wow the players. And just looking, you need interesting looking characters. And so, y'all, this ain't it. Sorry. Let's see, barely cracked. Even if the game is performing slightly better on consoles, which I doubt it is, it's still a far cry from what Sony would have hoped for. This situation contrasts sharply with the performance of Sony's other live service game, Helldivers 2. That's a whole nother story in and of itself, which saw much bigger engagement on PC and far more success from the player base. Let's see, a free beta nobody wants. Smash, you are fantastic with your titles. The game was free. It was free the entire weekend for 4 days from Thursday to Sunday. Absolutely free to anyone who wanted to give this a shot. And they didn't even break 2,500 on Steam. The fact that the open beta is free and still failing to attract players is beyond damning indictment. In an era where nearly all competing hero shooters, from Apex Legends to Valorant to Overwatch, are free to play, charging $40 for Concord and $50 in some cases is hysterically ludicrous. This right here, I've responded to a few people. The price point will be the #1 nail in the coffin for this game. Not the pronouns, not the ugly-ass characters, not the fact that it's going into an already saturated market. Those are factors. Yes, there's no denying that. But a $40 price tag in a market saturated with free-to-play clones is going to be the nail in the coffin for this game. This game is DOA. There's no denying that. I'm not being hyperbolic. This game will be an absolute abject failure. We've already seen games like Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League Season 2 with their imitation Freeze, who likes... Why is that game? No, that's another discussion. That game is failing miserably. Games like this, if you release into a saturated market and put a price tag on it with no free bells and whistles, if you're going to put a $40 price tag on it, that's fine, but you need to add a considerable amount. If you're going to put $40, sure, but that should pay for at least the first year of seasons that somebody wants to get for free. It needs to pay for skins. It needs to pay for cosmetics. It needs to pay for all kinds of extra bells and whistles in order to make that $40 price tag appealing. But if you're just buying the base game when things like Overwatch, Valorant, and Apex Legends are free to play. First Ascendant, free to play. Fortnite, free to play. A laundry list of games. You can even go so far as World of Warships, which for some strange reason I want to get interested in. I don't know, something wrong with me. Thanks, Discord. These games are all free. Why would someone pay $40 for a game, especially after the closed beta and open beta weekends are showing prospective customers what this game is? It's nothing new. 5 years old in a saturated market of free-to-play games, you put a $40 price tag on it with nothing extra, nothing appealing, and it's going to be DOA. Even Helldivers 2, priced similarly, at least occupied a unique genre space, whereas Concord blends into a saturated market. Yes, Helldivers 2 was 4-man teams, I believe. 3-man teams or 4-man teams. I played on a 4-man team with your friends, friendly fire, and you're fighting bugs. There was nothing PvP about it. It was all PvE, although friendly fire was a fun little thing that they added to it that you could goof off with. And of course, you look at the Helldivers 2 numbers, they're not as great as they were a few months ago, but that's for other reasons. Let's see, a stark contrast and very telling differentiator between the 2 recent Sony live service releases, and then Sony went and had to screw up things up with Helldivers 2. Genre, generic, and forgettable. Yes, indeed. I don't know about generic. The game is generic and forgettable, but the look, holy crap. The character skins are ugly. I'm sorry. To me, my personal preference for aesthetics, these characters are hideous. Despite some positive feedback on the basic shooter mechanics, Concord has been criticized for its lack of originality. Yep, 5 years too late. I've been saying that a lot, but it's true. The game fails to stand on its own stand out in a genre teeming with well-established titles. It's a weirdo hero-based cast, lots of aliens too. I don't know, running around like a mushroom. I think one of the characters looks like they have Crocs. And of course, gender swap Dora the Explorer that grew up and ate a lot of... Anyway. Feels like they blew their budget load on cutscenes, and that's probably a major problem. They're more interested in the story and the cutscenes when that's the last things that most players in competitive shooters like this even care about. Competitive team shooters. They don't care about that stuff. They want the mechanics. They want the look. They want the feel. They want the cool looking maps with I guess, different structures you can climb on and jump on and hide in and, camp out in. Stories and cutscenes and vignettes, if that's what you focus your attention on, that's the problem. The very thing the vast majority of us skip just to play the game. There's little reason to choose Concord over its more charismatic and well-known competitors. Yes, unfortunately, when you are late to the party, you have to bring something big, and it doesn't seem like this is what did it. It's unclear what Sony's expectations were for Concord, but the reality is glaringly bleak. The game was designed to be a traditional multiplayer experience with seasonal updates, and yeah, so was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, but that's we'll see how that goes. They're already giving it away for free to Amazon Prime members. I got to go check out to see if that affected the numbers on that one as well. Amazon Prime weekend, whatever, that little sale thing, that's over and done with, so we're gonna have to check that out. Seeing as it has already failed to distinguish itself from existing titans in the genre, it's doomed to obscurity. The dismal beta turnout for the game with a $40 price tag suggests there is no significant interest. There's no denying that anymore. The outlook for its full release is grim. What are they going to do? They're going to fail. Make it free to play and piss off the entire game base of gamers who already purchased it? They're going to have to do something special. Coming out with a $40 and $50 price tag was the worst idea they could have done, again, with the market saturated with free-to-play games. It's a no-win situation for Sony's greed. Yeah, we'll go with that. Sony wants to make money. The developer wants to make money. What they should have done, again, very simple concept. Release the game free to play. Have skins. Have cool-looking skins that are aesthetically pleasing. We'll go with aesthetically pleasing. And good mechanics. Don't concern yourself with the pronouns. Don't worry about the cutscenes. Don't worry about the vignettes and all this other stuff. Make it fun. I've said this numerous times, and I will continue to saying it. Because apparently the people that create these things, the developers, the studios, everyone involved in the making of these video games, including TV shows and movies, all branches of entertainment, make it fun first. That's it. Make it fun first. Myth. I get a new one. I'm going to start putting that myth. Make it fun first. Hey, if y'all use that, I don't care. Can I get that? Okay, I'm going to move on. Let's keep going with the article before I go off on a tangent. Make it fun first. It's so very simple. It's a very basic concept. Gamers, people who purchase or who indulge in these bits of entertainment are looking for an escape. They're looking for the escapist fantasy, the power fantasy, especially in video games, where we can just let go and have a good time. Focus on that first, and you might be surprised at what happens. And pay attention to the room. Read the room. Games like this, there are quite a few of them out there, and they're all free to play. By putting a game out there and putting a $40 price tag on it, or $40 plus, without anything extra, no bells and whistles, nothing spectacular, then DOA. No doubt about it. There's no denying it. Do you think this game is going to do anything more than just maybe the first week of fun? Is it going to break? Well, upon release, can this game possibly come close to breaking the peak numbers during the open beta? I find that highly unlikely, but y'all let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those different little things that YouTubers beg you to do. And go follow Smash JT, damn it. Go do that. Fantastic. Leave a like. Yeah. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye-bye.